Okay. Okay. So my name is Madeline, and I am actually a senior gold here with Lexus. And so I was asked to share my story. And I'm really excited about it because I feel like my story has changed over the season of the last year and a half that I've been doing this. So, anyway, starting back in January, the end of January of last year, I was about 12 and a half, or yeah, 12 months postpartum after having my first son. And really just looking for the products because I knew that the products worked. My friend Natalie, I've just been following her and seeing all of her amazing results. And so I was like, okay, well, I need some of that good stuff. And so obviously the products kind of sell themselves. And so I jumped in on the products. I was like, okay, let's try this out. I need the energy. I need all the things that comes with the amazing products. The bathroom regularity was a big thing for me. And so that was kind of my way in, I guess. And then additionally, if you can't see it just through all of our posts and all the things that we're about, we actually have an incredible community. And so I feel like for me, both of those combined, okay, well, obviously the products worked and I needed all the things with the products, but then the community and like the biggest cheerleaders you'll ever have and the best supporters. I was like, okay, I need a combination of both being, going through postpartum and all of that. It's, it's hard, it's challenging. And so we had a team rally around and just support you. It's hard to kind of look past. So that was kind of my gateway in. And I guess I was on the products for a few months. And obviously I was like, okay, this is legit. The products work, all of the things. Well, I'm a business owner, so I own a therapy company here in Saline County, and that's where I'm from. And so we have I think there's like 15 of us therapists. So there's occupational, physical, and speech therapy. So as far as time goes, that wasn't really my vision for Plexus. It was more so, like I had mentioned, the community and the products. So but I also am very business minded. And so as I kind of started tapping into the comp and just kind of all the opportunities that Plexus, offers, I was like, well, why not try it? Right. Like, okay, you find three friends and get your products paid for. Well, I love the products. So let's go ahead and just try that option first and then see where it takes you. Well, we hit the ground running, and I fast started the first four fast starts to senior gold, and so I was like, okay, this is amazing. This is legit. I mean, there's some real money behind this. There's some real incentives. I earned a California trip last year and went to California with my girls. And so from the business aspect of things, I then kind of started shift in perspective. Not only do I love the products and I take them every day, and I'm really pregnant now and I'm going to have a baby in 7 weeks. Oh my word. And so, so I still stayed on the products all now through pregnancy. So love the products still, love the community still, but again, from the business aspect, it really was now my why from the beginning has shifted and changed to, okay, now how can I help people? How can I help people there that maybe are looking for the financial aspect of things, because that wasn't my initial push of starting Plexus. But we've got inflation, we've got all the things that are going on in the world. Everybody could use a little extra income. And so now I've taken like my business minded self and I've now kind of shifted my why into like pouring into my people and trying to figure out how to get them to fast start, how to get them to level up and get the incentives and get the money and change their families' lives. Because y'all, like, if you really step back and take a look, and like many people on this team, even, there's people that made an extra 5,000 last year, an extra 10,000 last year, an extra 100,000 last year. It's like, if you really just take a step back and look at it from a different perspective, it's very eye-opening. And so that's kind of where my shift has changed and my why has changed in starting this. And now it's like it's hard to want to give that up and give that passion and helping people up. And so now I'm like, all right, now we got this cruise coming up. I don't know if anybody has heard about it that's on here or is interested in that, but whoever is your person that invited you here, definitely ask them about it, because I'm like ready for it. I'm wanting to go with all my girls, with all my whole team, because it's doable. It's doable for people that, like, whoever is on here that hadn't even taken the leap yet. Like, it's doable for so many people. So but yeah, I feel like for me, going from a why of just starting the products and starting for the community, just shifting it from like a business aspect of just kind of seeing how the business plan, runs, and kind of shifting it to helping other people, it has really been a game changer. And so anyways, that's kind of my story. And I know Heather, I think, is next and sharing her amazing story. And I'm so excited for you, girl. You look so good.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I love your story.
well, thank you.
Okay, well, my name is Heather, and I am a single mom of 2 boys, one of which is autistic. So that kind of explains to you why I needed a whole lot more energy, boys and autism. So my story is kind of like, as of January of 2022, I was overweight, depressed, anxiety ridden, highly suicidal, just a miserable person for years and years. And then in February, my son's dad passed away. And that just kind of just pushed me over the edge. And so my doctor and my psychiatrist were like, there's nothing else that we can do, because we have you above the max of what you're supposed to be on meds. We cannot give you no more meds. You need to get in church. So that was my last resort. Just straight up, honestly, that was my last resort. Okay, fine, I'll give church a try, but I didn't think it would help. And then I ended up being saved. My boys and I were both baptized at the same time. And my life just completely started changing. I was still overweight and still had no energy, IBS issues, all of that. And I'm watching Kara fill my news feed up with all this Plexus stuff. And I'm like, oh gosh, okay, fine. She's a good Christian woman, so she is not going to lie to me. So I'm going to fill her out. She hooked me in real quick. She's good. She's really good. And I was so glad that she did, because I did this 28-day challenge with all of them. And when I started taking the products, and I lost 20 pounds in that 28 days, that's how bad my gut health was. Also won a Lululemon gift card, which was my first pair of Lululemons ever. So that was cool too. Don't think I don't wear those things all the time. And then in December, I tried the famous reset, and y'all, I lost 9 pounds on that thing. Like, it is just, wow. In 3 days, that's just kind of shows you how bad my gut really was. So my health started getting better. I was able to go down to the bare minimum of my depression and anxiety meds. I'm now taking the Vital Biome to hopefully get completely off of them. So one of my friends, Elizabeth, is doing it with me. So we're going to try to completely be rid of it. So pray for that, if you will. Let's see. So basically at this point, I am 50 pounds lighter.
Yeah, the way I can hear.
By continuing consistency, with the products, and the I'm trying not to cry. The community is just absolutely my favorite part of it all. Even though the weight loss is wonderful and the health, like the community is probably my favorite part. The women here are so supportive and loving and genuine and like really care about you. And that's something that's hard to find nowadays in people. Everyone's so self-centered. So it's been a huge blessing to me, even in my mental health wise as well. So this new gig that I got, I still work full time. I work for the Army Depot, and but I get to use this gig to finally be able to do things in life that are fun that I've never been able to do before. Well, in January, I bought my first house, and Plexus paid my house payment. I was able to go on my first vacation in over 10 years, thanks to Plexus's funds. And my most favorite part is I'm about to go on my dream vacation to Nashville, Tennessee. I have always wanted to go there, and I'm so excited that I get to go and share it with all of my Plexus girls too. So it gave me chills. I'm just so thrilled about that. So I don't know. It's been a really amazing opportunity, and it's definitely 100% recommended by me. You know, health wise, my IBS is pretty much non-existent. My doctor loves it. My metabolism went from like 0 to on fire. Let's see. I am just happy as can be, and my Plexus paid for boots, my Lululemons. I'm about to go on a spa day. Oh yeah, my autistic son got a brand new iPad 10. That was fun too. It's just stuff that I would never be able to afford as a single mom, period. Even, nowadays everything's expensive. So yeah, 100% recommended by me. And by the way, I got paid today too. So I'm going to go and probably buy the book I was supposed to already buy. Well, have a good night.
All right, so I guess it's Stacia's turn.
Yes. Hello. Heather, I love your story. That was awesome. I love it. Had chill bumps, it was really good. Awesome. And your results are incredible. So I'm Dacia Strickland. I am a mama to 3 kiddos. I've got a 13-year-old, a 7-year-old, and an almost 3-year-old. She'll be 3 next Thursday. I'm a coach's wife, so life is all about football and all things sports. Athletics is our whole world. So, but we love it. I am a 2nd grade teacher. I have been teaching 2nd grade here in Nacogdoches this is my 2nd year here, but my 10th year teaching. So been doing this a little while, seen a lot of changes in the education world since I started. So some good, some not so great, but that's okay. So 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago, it was about June. In June, it'll be 3 years. My friend Marissa, I'm sure some of you have heard of her. She had been on me. We were neighbors in Nashville, Arkansas, and she was on me big time about just giving her supplements a shot. And I just kept saying no. I kept telling her, my husband wouldn't let me spend the money. And I guess, honestly, I was just scared to try it. I think I was afraid I would fail. I was afraid I wouldn't stick to it. And I just didn't really know if it would work. So after I had Tatum in May, I got back with Marissa and I said, okay, it's time. I just felt, I didn't have any energy. I was tired. I just felt kind of gross in my own skin, and after you have a baby, you're worn out and you're not sleeping good because the baby's waking you up. And energy was such a struggle for me. And not only was it just having a new baby with 2 other kiddos at home, we were also getting ready to move. My husband had gotten a new job, and we were going to move from Nashville to Omaha, Texas. And it was the middle of COVID. And I just remember thinking, we must be crazy right now. We've had a brand new baby. And in 6 weeks, we're going to be moving, and it's COVID. We're not going to know anybody. It was wild. But I started the supplements, and I remember during that time period, like, I guess the first time I really realized that things were working for me, my husband looks at me and he goes, like you've kept up with the packing. And we were going back and forth between the house we were in and the house we were moving in, and moving things from one place to the next. And I was packing and unpacking and keeping up with 3 kids. And he was already working his new job. And I remember him saying, you just have been really like calm through all this, and you've been really focused. You've not let anything like get you, crazy or down or upset. And I said, well, I'm using these supplements. And I mean, I totally could tell a difference immediately from, being real foggy and cloudy all the time and tired. I just had energy all of a sudden. And so we get through the move. And then once we got moved in and settled, and I'd started my new teaching job, and he was, of course, already doing his coaching thing. I actually, it took me a little bit, but I got my 3 people signed up. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, this is awesome. And I got that first paycheck, thought supplements paid for, extra spending money. Here we go. This is good. I was fired up. And so that's when I really got started with sharing the supplements. And it has been such a blessing for me and my family. My husband was a super, super, super big skeptic about this. Like he kind of just sat back and watched me for a long time use the supplements, but he saw the changes and saw that it worked. He saw me losing weight. And so now 3 years into it, I've lost almost 40 pounds. It's actually been easier to keep it off than I thought it would be. You hear a lot of people say, oh, I'm going to lose the weight, I'll probably gain it all back. And I really thought that. I thought, well, I'm going to struggle. I've always struggled with that. And so it's been a lot easier. Well, I credit that to my gut is healthy now. I never knew before I got involved with Plexus and using the supplements and just really started trying to learn I just didn't know how much the gut affected everything. I didn't know it affected your mood and how you sleep. And I thought it would just affect your gut, like maybe bathroom issues, but that makes sense, right? But I didn't understand that all of the other things came with it. So the best part for me, well, one of the best parts for me is the energy levels. And so as a teacher, I work all these crazy hours, and it's not just school hours. I bring stuff home, I grade papers at home, put grades in at home, and work on things to get ready for the next day or the next week all the time. I always have stuff at home, but I'm also doing like the mama things, dinner, bath time, chasing them around the house, trying to get everybody calmed down. Just all the things, especially with Richard being a coach, I have a lot of, it's like being a single mom half of a year. So it's just me. So energy was like super important for me. And that has just been a game changer, a complete game changer. I come home, I get lunches ready for the kids for the next day. But I don't even come home and sit down. I just go right into everything I have to do. And then I sit down at the end of the night, and I also am finding time to work out and things like that. So it's really, really been such a blessing as far as that goes. The other part for me that is awesome, the community. And I heard Heather talking about the community, and I got in a little late on Madeline's because we just got home from the ballpark a few minutes ago. So, but I know for Madeline too, the community is amazing. And I just experienced my first in-person community event with these awesome ladies. We met in Hot Springs this last weekend, and y'all, when I say like, I didn't even know, I knew they were awesome already, but I didn't know how much I needed to be there. Like it's amazing. This community, these people are so genuine. And so they're here to help you. I felt like I just walked in and it was family, it wasn't even people I work with or do a job with. It's like people I do life with. And so I can't say enough about the supplements, but I also can't say enough about just the blessing you get from doing this with people that love to help people. So when I started, I did it because I wanted to feel good. And then I started making a little bit of money, which has been awesome. The extra income, it's helped us. Like Richard and I remember the first time we took a weekend getaway together, just me and him, my Plexus paycheck paid for it. And I remember thinking, this is great. Like I get to go do this. It's not even coming out of my bank account really, So that's awesome. But like if you're looking for like a group of people to support you and just to like be there for you and help you, these people are amazing. So I highly, highly recommend jumping in on this with everybody because it's great. I mean, I can't say, I don't have anything negative to say about it. I'm sorry, my baby's screaming in the background outside my bedroom right now. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, so that's kind of my story. So I'm so glad that y'all are here tonight. If there is anything that has inspired you tonight, anything you heard that, come here, baby, anything that you heard that, I'm sorry, y'all, this is real life. Can you
Real
say
life.
No, she's sleepy. But if there's anything that inspired you tonight, or if you're thinking about maybe hopping on or have any questions, we would love to hear from you in the chat. I'm sure you heard we have a Target gift card to give away tonight. So we would love for you to share something that stood out for you tonight that really inspired you tonight. So yeah. And also, like, if you want to you want your passy, I know. If there's any questions you have, sorry, she muted me. If you have any questions that you don't want to ask in the chat, also definitely reach out to the person that invited you. And Madeline, I might let you take over since she's screaming. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so get with your person, whoever invited you to the call. If you have any questions specifically, you can ask them. If you want to drop down below on the comments and let us know something that maybe you connected with or something that you learned. And then I guess we will do the giveaway. Should we do that right now, Brittany or Natalie, or how, or do y'all want, I don't know. Do
Yeah,
y'all want
go
to,
ahead. Just scroll through the comments and pick a winner.
okay, so like it's just anybody that's on the call, or is it, how do I know if they're new or like, is it just anyone?
Anybody that's commenting. Hurry, guys, go comment really fast so you can win the gift card.
Tell us something.
Just like scroll up and then stop on somebody's name and tell us who it is.
Okay, let's see. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, Haley Dean.
There you go.
Yay, congratulations. So thank you guys so much for joining us. Again, if you have any questions, reach out. On the fence, really consider it, because your life could be forever changed. You never know. So we hope you have a great night. Happy Thursday. And we appreciate you coming in. See you guys.